Hey everybody, Victor here from the Nerdy Tribunal. Today's character breakdown will be looking at who the Vulture is from Spiderman Homecoming, coming out on July 7th. So we know that the Vulture, aka Adrian Toomes, is played by Michael Keaton in the movie. In the comic universe, Adrian Toomes was an electronics engineer. He ran a company with a partner where Adrian Toomes looked over the development and all the tech stuff, whereas his partner was in charge of all finances. Knowing how comic books work, when you have a partnership like that, you're going to get screwed over. And in this case, that was true. Adrian Toomes found out that his partner was embezzling money, and when he did find out, he was a little too late. He had nothing to go against him and was kind of outed of the company. With all the cool tech that he developed, he built his harness at the time that allowed him to fly and enhance his strength. So he used that and basically became a supervillain to get revenge. So now being a criminal, he's just going to become one full time. You can't really go back once you become a criminal, right? With his suit, he took up the mantle of the Vulture. I'm assuming because of the fact that the suit was kind of resembles a Vulture. I guess some people might say he might look like a turkey, but I guess Vulture just seems a bit cooler. And because of one of the features of his suit, how he can drain someone's life force, it kind of plays on the whole Vulture thing, considering the fact that, Toomes is a bit of an older gentleman, drain the life force so he de-ages, allow him to stay young and live longer. So his suit in the comics isn't full metal. It's just his wings mainly and the harness. His suit is actually kind of more bird-like. I guess maybe that helps him fly. Never really got into that. But with his harness, he's allowed to fly silently, undetected, with very precise maneuverability. He has an edge when it comes to mid-air battles. And with enhanced strength, he's not on par with like Spider-Man's strength, but definitely more higher athlete kind of build, I guess, or strength level, which it's, he can pack a punch for sure. So we know that the Vulture's been a major villain of Spider-Man's for a long time. He's been around for quite a long time. He's been part of the Sinister Six, which, gave Spider-Man plenty of issues in the past before. So in the comic books right now, he's still currently alive. He's still going strong. Yeah, he's been through a few things, but he's still a villain. So to look at the Ultimate Universe's Vulture, there's no real resemblance other than the fact that he's a little bit younger. I guess you can kind of say like the Michael Keaton age. That's the only thing that's kind of similar. Otherwise, totally different. From what we know from the Spider-Man Homecoming so far, it seems like the movie version of Adrian Toomes, the Vulture, might not be an electronics engineer. It seems like he owns a cleanup company that makes most of the money taking care of aftermaths of major battles, such as what happened in New York after Avengers, or what happens in Sokovia from Age of Ultron. In Homecoming, it seems like he turns bad because of what happens to his business. Tony Stark and Stark Industries puts him out of business by taking care of the destruction and mayhem after battles. Maybe this is Stark's way of giving back, causing all this damage and chaos and whatnot. Even though Stark maybe has good intentions in mind, it does affect Toomes and his business. So basically becomes a villain, has his Vulture suit. If you look at it, very bird-like. I think in this movie, in terms of the sense of the Vulture, it's not really more of like draining someone's life force or like picking on, carcasses and whatnot. But I think it's because of the fact that he's recycling a lot of technology from Chitauri or any kind of aftermath. He's more like picking up scrap, so I think that's where his Vulture name comes from. In the movie, the suit seems a little more high-tech. I don't think he made it himself. From the looks of things, I think it's the Tinkerer, played by Michael Chernus, that actually builds the suit for him. Looking at it, he has like some kind of blaster available. He can fly pretty fast. You can tell he's pretty agile in the air as well. I don't think the suit gives him enhanced strength as it does in the comics, but it looks like he has claws at the end of the wings that he can use to grab. So maybe that's where his strength comes from. That, you know, he can't pick up something himself, but the claw can probably lift up a car. Looks like it's also very razor sharp, so it can use it to strike and cut and whatnot. I don't think they're going to play on any kind of life force draining from people in this movie. Once again, he's not as old as in the comics, so it doesn't seem like he needs that life force drain to stay young. But who knows, that might be something that they can implement later on in the movies if they were to bring him back. We don't know what's going to happen in the movie, but it'll be cool to see him come back in the MCU's version of Sinister Six or something like that. So that's my breakdown of the Vulture. Let me know what you think. Feel free to post any questions if you have any regarding the Vulture from either the 616 or the 1610 universe. I know I didn't touch too much on the 1610 because he wasn't a major player at all. Let us know what you think. Thank you, and enjoy Spider-Man Homecoming when it comes out on July 7th. Till next time.